Hi, it's Michael Andrews here. Have you always wanted to try the swinging lifestyle, whether it be partner swapping, threesomes, maybe even orgies, but you just can't get your partner interested? I've got some great news. I'm about to introduce you to a new four-step method that will show you how you can turn your partner, no matter what their current attitude, into a swinger. How you can turn them from being shocked by the idea to loving it. From them saying, I'm just not interested, or even, I don't even really like sex, to discovering a side of themselves that they didn't know they had. And the best part is, they will love you for it. I'm going to show you how to introduce your partner to swinging the right way, so that your partner genuinely wants to explore swinging with you, and you and your partner have the most safe and enjoyable time swinging you could imagine, and that the swinging you do brings an explosion of intimacy and passion into your relationship. You're also going to pick up some new friends along the way because you'll meet some great people in the swinging lifestyle. This method has proven to be very effective, regardless of the current state of any relationship. In fact, it doesn't matter if you've been together for a while and things have gone a bit stale, or your partner complains they have low libido or maybe hormone issues or other things like that, or your partner has told you there is no way they will ever try swinging. In fact, whatever the excuse, and whatever your situation, this method can unleash your partner's sexually adventurous side and have them want to try swinging with you. At last, you can start having the sex life you really want and deserve. Imagine your partner saying to you, Honey, why didn't we try this years ago? I had no idea it'd be so much fun. Or, Thank you for introducing me to this, I love you. But first, would you like to know the real reason why your partner doesn't want to be a swinger? Well, no matter what people say about swinging, the truth is there is only one difference between swingers and non-swingers, and that is their beliefs about what swinging actually means. That's right, it's all about what's going on inside their head. Now maybe you already thought that, but people who don't want to try swinging simply associate more pain than pleasure with the thought of trying swinging. That makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, after all, why would anyone want to do anything they think would be unpleasant? So all you need to do is turn your partner's negative feelings about swinging into positive ones. In other words, change their thinking to be all about the fun they're going to have and what they'll miss out on if they don't try it. But of course, you want to do all of this in a loving way that will enhance your relationship without putting any pressure on your partner or tricking them in any way. And that's what my method is all about. It deals with the real reasons why people are reluctant to try swinging and how you can change someone's attitude completely. When I first got interested in this, in swinging, I found there was very little information available to help people with reluctant partners. After all, it's not exactly something you're going to go and ask a friend about. And the advice I did find took the approach that you should deceive your partner or trick them into trying swinging, all in the hope that maybe once they got a taste for it, they would enjoy it. The advice, so called, came down to the following: get your partner to watch some porn with you, or you use the right words and phrases to get your partner to agree to try it, or maybe take your partner on a surprise visit to a swingers club, or introduce your partner to some new people you just happen to have met and who just happen to be swingers. And even, would you believe it, get your partner drunk. Yes, seriously. And the worst advice of all? You should just accept that your partner doesn't want to be a swinger and learn to live with it. In other words, sacrifice your own natural sexual desires. Yeah, right. Well, all of this seemed to me to be fundamentally wrong, and I certainly didn't like the idea of tricking my partner, but I tried it all anyway, and I discovered very quickly that none of this works. In fact, try any of these methods and they're going to backfire on you in a big way. You'll very likely severely hurt your relationship. You might even end up splitting with your partner. Many people do over this. At the very least, you'll continue to live a life of quiet desperation, where you'd love to live out your sexual fantasies, but you know it just will never happen. And I've been there. And what I realised is that all the advice out there was from people who had either one, never tried swinging themselves, or two, never been through the experience of having to try to get their partner interested, because their partner was already interested. To be honest, the people giving advice had no clue at all about the real reasons why people want to be swingers. But here's what's interesting. There are many happy swingers out there who, just like you, had to bring their partner around to the idea. But what they've done was completely different to what you might think, and it actually worked. So what I've done is just taken what actually works and turned it into a system. Not only did it work for me, but when as a relationships and sexuality coach, I introduced it to others with the same problem, like clockwork, it worked for them too. In fact, hundreds of couples have now used my method with great results. People like Ted White from Florida, who wrote recently to me, I was always really keen to try swinging, but my wife was totally against it. In fact, more than once we got into a blazing row over it, with her telling me I was sick. Quietly, I started to really resent her, and even thought about leaving her. Well, I followed your system, and I couldn't believe what happened. Within a couple of weeks, she suggested we go to a local swingers club. We both had a ball, so to speak, and now she's so into it I'd swear she's a different person. I realise now that a highly sexual woman was always inside her, and I just needed to find the right way to bring it out. Thank you, Mike, from the bottom of my heart for making my dreams come true. Or Jim Williams from Vermont, who said, after 21 years of marriage, our sex life had drifted into a routine that was, to put it bluntly, downright boring. Your book has given us a new lease on our sex life. We had our first couple swapping experience the other day, and it was awesome. The way she got into it, I couldn't believe that she was the same woman. Let me tell you a little bit about how and why this method came about. Well, I came upon this system because of my own curiosity about swinging. I really wanted to try it, but there was no way my wife at the time would have been interested. That marriage ended, and I promised myself that I would find someone who either was interested in swinging or who I knew I could get interested. So I went on a mission to discover exactly what the swingers with reluctant partners did to turn them into swingers. And I met a lot of people, I talked to a lot of people, I watched what people were doing, and I even went through a few relationships myself with people who had various degrees of interest in swinging, and patterns began to emerge. So once I figured out exactly what was working, and working every time, I turned it into a system. I tried it myself, I was amazed how well it worked. And from there, I started to help other people, mainly through online counselling, where my clients could stay anonymous, of course. And when they followed the system, they got the same results. This is a system that will surprise you by its power and simplicity. After all, it only has just 4 steps. But it does take the opposite approach to what nearly everyone thinks and does. Look, let me tell you the big secret to getting anyone interested in swinging. It's all in the way you introduce the idea. So if you're serious about once and for all actually doing something about trying swinging, you should give my method a try. My complete 4-step method, which some experts are now saying is revolutionary, is now available to you in my ebook, How to Turn Your Partner into a Swinger. In it you will find the complete system which has changed my life, and it can change your life too, as it has for hundreds of others. Here are just some of the things you're going to learn in this ebook. First off, why everything you've done so far is actually pushing your partner away from wanting to try swinging. And the real cause of low libido. And trust me, it's not about the hormones, it's not about not being interested in sex since having the kids. Nothing like that. Also, how you can trigger your partner into an emotional state where they'll want to share and act out their sexual fantasies with you. And again, this isn't about hypnosis or mind control or getting them to do anything against their will. Also, how do you make swinging their idea? And once your partner has decided to swing with you, how do you make it happen quickly and with the most enjoyment? We'll show you how to find and attract those really hot people who will want to play with you. And also, the 3 things you must do to set the scene for a swinging encounter. And most people don't have a clue about this, and that's why, to be honest, it never happens. And there's a lot more. The method I've created works equally well for men and women, and it comes with my 60-day 100% money-back guarantee. I want you to try it out for a full 60 days. Read the book, use the material, test it out for yourself. And if within that time you don't get the results you're looking for, or for any reason you're not satisfied, just contact us, drop us an email, we'll give you a full, no questions asked refund. It's as simple as that. But when you get your copy today of this ebook, I'll also include the following free bonuses. Bonus number 1 is the How to Turn Your Partner into a Swinger workbook, which is valued at $15. This is a specially designed workbook, and it'll help keep you on track and massively speed up your progress as you lead your partner into the swinging lifestyle. Many people have said to me that this is even more valuable than the book itself. Bonus number 2 is 101 Romantic Ideas, a $19.95 value. It's a best-selling book by Michael Webb, and it's chock full of wonderful ideas that will really get your love life sizzling. Webb has also been featured on Oprah and been labelled the world's most romantic man. And bonus number 3 is Powerful Sex Foods and Stimulants, a book valued at $17.95. Improve your sexual health without harmful side effects or outrageous costs. That's what this book will help you do. It's a fantastic book, and it will help you reawaken the teenage sexual beast within you and show you the foods to favour and avoid. It's information that will not just improve your libido, but your general health as well. So let me ask you, how much would you be willing to pay to finally start having the sex life you've always wanted, and join the thousands of swinging couples worldwide who are living their sexual fantasies? How about $20,000 in legal costs and half of what you own? That's the average cost of a divorce these days if you decide to go down the track of finding someone else to be a swinger with, other than your current partner. Or perhaps between $100 to $2,000 for sessions with a counsellor. And I can tell you, you almost certainly won't get the result you're after, for reasons I've given you above. Well, you won't have to pay anything like this. I've spent nearly 5 years perfecting this method to ensure that it gets results, and you can download it today along with the free bonus books for just $27. Yes, the 4-step system contained in How to Turn Your Partner into a Swinger is unique. You won't find anything like this anywhere else, I promise you, and it can totally transform your sex life. So click the button below right now to download your copy, and you'll get it sent to your computer instantly. Look, let's be honest, life is too short. Don't let another day go by missing out on the amazing sex life you could be enjoying when you and your partners are swingers. You both will wish you'd started years ago, so here's your opportunity. Click the button below to get started. I have been told by a number of therapists and other professionals who've read my book that I should be charging at least $97 for this system, and it would still be a bargain. So to be honest with you, I am considering raising the price, but for now it is still just $27. So grab your copy now while it's still at this price. And I really look forward to hearing your success story. Thanks and bye for now.